Hi, this is Kristen.
Hi, Kristen, it's
For the
Craig.
others to join.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, should I put it on mute or should I leave it?
Maybe put it on mute for start. That'd be great.
All right.
Others are joining. Hey, Ian. How do you what? Okay, do you have Zoom? You click on that link, it'll take you to your Zoom connection. Should. No, you shouldn't have an email password unless you have one set up. I had to send you a link directly to the meeting. Let me try and resend it to you. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Got it? Oh, that I'm not sure. That's beyond my pay grade there.
Morning.
I'm not going away. I'm just looking on my computer what it thinks. Meeting ID, I'll give you the meeting ID. Let me double check here. There we go. Opening it up. So the meeting ID is, are you ready? 833 2005 5405.
Everybody.
Okay, ready for the passcode?
Good morning.
Good
Yep,
morning.
a lowercase q,
Hey,
Morning.
Pete.
the number 9, uppercase A,
Who's this in the
Number
middle that
6.
says Linda, but it looks like a very masculine Linda?
and then the lowercase h.
Oh, I thought I was on my email. It's Craig.
Hi, Craig.
There's a phone issue.
Hi,
like, I
Fred.
don't
Good
know.
morning.
Morning. How we doing?
Great.
Okay,
See where our trainer is.
he's working on updating his phone
Okay.
or computer.
Are you
Updating
talking to him?
computer. Yeah, I'm talking to him.
Okay. Kristen, why don't you mute your screen so we can talk while you're doing that? So, welcome everybody. I don't think Jamie's on yet, actually. He will be in a minute, I'm sure.
I'm on.
But are you there, Jamie?
I'm here.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Good.
Did you recover from Bourbon Heist, the cold last night yet?
I just got back from the gym. I got warmed up in the gym, so I'm good.
That's good. It was cold here last night, everybody.
It was
I didn't go to the race. I went to a lacrosse game and stood around for 2 hours, and it was freezing.
Was that you out there?
Could you hear me yelling, Pete? You could probably hear me from your house.
We went out to the country club last night, went past there. I figured you were there.
Yeah, it was a good game. We went to overtime, and they won in overtime.
Okay.
So they're really doing well.
Okay, good.
So, Kristen, do you have Ian hooked up now?
He was having some issue with his computer, so he's trying to get on it with his phone. So he hung up with me to work on it because his computer keeps saying to update. So I don't know.
Jamie, why don't you tell us how Heist looked last night?
so he looked good in the paddock. He was on his toes. In the race, you know, if I don't know if everybody watched it, but if you didn't, he broke well, but he kind of the field just kind of drifted away from him. And Declan Cannon, who was riding, said, you know, he squeezed on him, and he just felt like he couldn't get his feet under him. And so he knew he was getting too far back, but there was nothing he could do. So he wanted to let the horse settle in, which he did. And going into the turn, he started making a move, and he had to make the call to try and go inside or go outside. And he made the right call going outside, and he started to make a big run. I mean, it was a half second off of a track record, which was pretty impressive. And he ran a 102 Equibase. They didn't have the number yet up on Thorough Manager, and I haven't checked the buyer, but you know, that was a good race for him. And if it was just a touch further, he's catching the winner, even though the race caller said no one's going to get him. I mean, we were with every stride, we were closing on him. Got beat a length and a quarter. Declan was a little upset with himself, not, you know, that he just couldn't get the horse in stride sooner. But, you know, we know the horse likes that surface. Hopefully he's mature enough now that he'll transition that to the dirt at Keeneland, because Keeneland's probably the next spot with a big purse. But, you know, a horse like him, he's over 200,000 in earnings, and he's only had one win. And that last night was his 8th second and 1/3. So he's paying his way, and hopefully he figures it out. And we figure him out a little bit more. It's nice to have a rider that stuck with him the last few races, because Declan's getting to know him pretty good now. So hopefully going forward, we're going to be, you know, keep cashing checks with him.
That might be our trainer. Is that Ian there?
I don't see him. He's not on the list across the top that I'm looking at, but oh, there he is.
There's a
There's a Q9A6HM.
can you hear us, Ian?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, welcome.
Okay. Sorry about that.
So Jamie was just giving us the rehash of last night's race. You want to share what you saw?
Yeah, I you know, very, very encouraging. The first part of the race, I was a little bit perturbed. I didn't think he was going to run, but then got into stride, and they ran fast. They went 22, 44, 109, and they were half a second off the
Well,
track
now it's
record.
mute, but you still hear him.
Well, it mutes you. Turn it off.
Hey, Wayne.
Yeah, so I thought he is one of his stronger races. He finished off real strong. I was very pleased with it. I think that may be what he wants to do, is be a come from behind sprinter, maybe his best lick, because it's probably his stronger races. When he lays up there, he wants a tendency to hang a little, you know. He's got the speed to be there, but then he hangs. But this way, I like the way he finished all the way through the wire last night.
Definitely. How about your view on today's race?
Oh, today's, yeah, good. The horse, he's feeling good this morning. Took him out and jogged him up, and he trouble keeping 4 feet on the ground. Yeah, no, I think he's in a good spot today. I would have loved if Tyler wasn't out of town. That would have been good. I would have been real confident him still being here, but Javier is still a good rider. And I think the main thing is we got to try and beat Todd's horse.
Yeah.
Of
course. Yeah.
And I think there's a little bit of speed in the race. There's going to be a few of them going. I think we're going to be pretty close. You know, we're not going to be too far out of it. You know, Shulk's horse showed speed going a mile last time. He was a length and a half off it. Safi, he'll show speed. His second race coming off a 6 furlong. So there'll be and the unknowns are the two Amots, the unknown horses, the 2 first-time starters, going a mile and a 16. And then Todd will show speed. So there'll be some early speed in there.
Some nice horses in this race.
Yeah.
This is a good form race.
Yeah. Yeah, very solid race.
Hey, Ian, how was Heist this morning? Did you get a report on him?
Yeah. Yeah, good. Jogged up good this morning. Legs ice cold. All good.
Good. How about our
I stepped away. You might have talked about him. What's the story on Fever?
Fever is back. He's back galloping now. Unfortunately, we had that temp last week that put me. It's going to put me in a jam for Turfway, but I'm planning on having him ready for Keeneland. And I was looking. It's a good thing here. There's a race for 100,000, a maiden claim in 100. Is anyone opposed to that?
It would seem to be safe there for sure.
Yeah, I think so. Just takes away the heavy heads and just to get him started. It's been one issue after another with this horse. Between we did the throat surgery, then he spikes a tam. There's just one, and then he bled. There's one thing after another. So I was just trying to make an easier race for him. And that race is on, I'll tell you while I've got it here. April 13th.
Does anyone think we should run them for less than that? We can, there's probably a 50, right, Ian?
Yeah, there is, yeah. The 50 is a day later, the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
I was being a little generous to him.
I figured you were. Well, the problem, if you come out in the 100 and you run second, you can't run in the 50 because they'll take you. If you come out in the 50 right away after all this time, they probably won't take you anyway.
No.
So you're
Most
safe
likely they
really
won't.
in either spot.
Yeah. Probably.
That'll be worth seeing how he trains to decide.
Yeah. He's been back at the track galloping, no issues. Everything's been fine. No problems there.
Why would the 50 not take you, but the 100 would?
No, I don't think they'll take him in either spot.
Yeah.
But I said if he runs well in the 100, then you're in a tough spot, because if you come back for 50, they definitely take you.
Okay.
So good thing we don't have to make a decision right now. Just let him train up to it and make a plan at that point.
Yeah, that's a good thing. We don't have to make a decision now. We'll see if he's trained and changes, everything just falls into place. We can reevaluate.
Mm-hmm.
What about our dream ride, Ian?
Good. He come out good, no problems. I got I know I nominated him to the Jeff Ruby up there. I'm sort of leaning to be a little more conservative, just get back. The race was good. He only got beat 5 lengths the other day. I sort of, it was a questionable ride. I thought he fell asleep on him, but there's a race at Keeneland. I'll be more inclined to run him an allowance. Let's get him back winning. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when you're running for 110,000, we got a long year, let's let him get good, because he's not Derby material right now, and so we could crucify him there, by trying to do something stupid. But otherwise, I would point the allowance at Keeneland on the grass, and that race is on the 13th.
Same day.
15th, sorry, 15th. 15th.
That'll be a fun weekend.
Yeah, it's a 15th, yeah. So on the grass. It's a 1.8 miles, which it doesn't bother me. The distance anywhere from mile and 1.8 miles, I think he's fine. And it's $110,000 allowance. So I've been inclined to run there. Mhm.
Good to me.
Yeah.
I'm adding these, just so everybody knows, I'm adding these to the Bourbon Lane calendar as Ian's putting them out. So you'll see them pop up on your calendar notifications.
And what about 2-year-olds? Can we start sending 2-year-olds shortly?
Yeah. Anytime. Yep. I'll come in the skylight, normal. Yep. No problems. We'll be ready.
Mhm.
When is your ship north date, Ian?
I'm planning to ship April 3rd, but if I've got something to run early Keeneland, like the first 2 days of Keeneland, I may ship them the week before, just ship them up so I'm not shipping right on top of the race. Of course, I'll check the weather out, too, make sure if for some reason the weather's dropping out and it's going to be absolutely frozen, I'll hold them up and come a little bit later and just ship them in and run.
And do you have your same barn? Or are you down in
Yes.
Bryce?
Yes. Yeah. I
Do you
got the
have the whole
20,
barn? Do you have the whole barn or are you splitting it?
20, got 20 stalls down there. Yeah, which is good. I'll then, once the meet's there, I can keep some of your horses there so you can watch them train too. Yoni is going to go there this year.
Not Nicola?
No, Nicola's tied up with Paul. He's going through bone marrow transplant, and she's not working.
Oh wow, I was hoping she'd be back.
Yeah, I was too. Yeah, but I'm gonna put my best man there, Yoni. I'll put him over there. Yeah.
And I don't know if everybody knows Nicola, but Nicola's been one of Ian's key assistants for as long as we've been in the barn. How long? I don't know, Ian. It's been with you a while.
Yeah, she has. Boy, I don't know how long exactly. It's got to be at least 12 years, maybe something like that. But we've been friends for a long time,
Yeah.
So I've known her for when she worked for Proctor, worked for Eddie Keneally, and so I finally lured her and got her to work for me. She's very valuable.
Everybody say a little prayer for her husband because that's really sad.
Yeah. He's doing good, the scans are good, cold scan, but he's got to go through this bone marrow transplant. This is just a full-on deal. I think a 4-month ordeal, what I understand. And I don't understand a lot of it.
Ian,
Any
you said
questions
that
from
Javier
focus?
Castellano is going to be riding Resolve today?
Yes, Javier Castellano, yeah. Tyler is going to Oaklawn. He's riding Secret Oath in the whatever race, the Apple Blossom or Bayakoa. I'm not sure which race it was at Oaklawn. That's the reason.
Javier's ridden a lot of horses for us over the years. I mean,
He's had quite a resurgence too. He really is riding good again now.
Yeah, he is. I think he's riding a lot better now.
Yeah. After his hip replacement, he kind of got weak for a bit, but he's certainly strengthened up. I mean, hell, he got the George Wolf Award this year, which is part of riding, but
Yeah. No, that's good. He's riding with a lot of confidence, so that's the main thing.
Declan, do you think you'll keep using him over the summer, or is he just a wintertime rider?
I think Declan's done a good job for me, a solid job. I'm actually very pleased. I wouldn't mind keep using him some. Are you good with that?
I like him actually.
I mean, for Heist, he's done.
Yeah.
He's gotten to know him, and Heist is definitely a tricky character. So,
yeah, and I thought he's rode him really well. I talked to him this morning. He called me this morning, and I talked to him about it. And he gives a good feedback on the horse. I like that. Yeah. And then Yeah, sorry.
Not sure who that was.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything.
I was going to, I got Bourbon Creed. I want to talk about Bourbon Creed. He had a very good work the other day, a couple of days ago, finished up real well. Can I explain that last race? No, I can't explain. But he come back, he's trained, he's looked very good galloping. His gallops have been very solid. His work the other day, I wanted to, I let him, I didn't ask him, but I wanted him to finish, just to see, what's going on. I don't want to run him back on the track at Gulfstream, just because I've seen it. Maybe some horses run good once, don't run good the next time. I've seen that there. So I'm just going to put a line through that race. And there's a race possibly, because I can also look at grass for this horse, but there's a 7 furlong race at Keeneland. I'd love to just go back and get him back on track here and then we can think about grass after that.
What day is that?
13th.
We're on the 13th.
Yeah, 13th, 14th, and 15th. I've got just tied up for that week.
And that's on the dirt?
Yeah, that's a 7 furlong race on the dirt and they other than. Because I'm going to toy with blinkers too, because I'm feeling he's making too many mistakes in the race. I'm going to put a set of blinkers on him too.
Who will you get to ride him?
Good question. I haven't really got into that yet. I didn't think Julian suited him last race, so I'm not riding Julian back. I probably would like to get. I'd love to go back to Irad if he's there. Irad or if someone like Louis Saez will probably suit that, or someone just to keep his attention.
Mm-hmm.
Ricardo Santana.
I like Saez.
Yeah, Ricardo, I think he'll still be at Oaklawn.
Okay.
That's otherwise I'd just go back to Ricardo and Harvey because he won on him.
Mm-hmm.
I can play that by ear. That's still a ways off.
Yeah, but if Ricardo's back for Keeneland, no, Ricardo. Okay. But I will make that call and find out.
Okay.
And you're going to keep Julian on our dream ride, right?
No, he didn't ride him.
Who's going to ride him up at Keeneland?
I haven't decided any. I haven't really asked anyone yet.
Mm-hmm.
Junior Alvarado rode him last time.
Mm-hmm.
And Rosario rode him the time before.
And Julian the time before that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't mind actually, now that I'm. I wouldn't mind Rosario back on him. Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody would disagree with that.
Yeah, because I think that's on a Saturday. Yeah, it should be there. There's stake races there. He'll probably be at Keeneland, that day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll ask early, find out. Ron will probably string me along and then take off. Mm-hmm. I'm getting used to a whipping boy with these jock agents.
Well, you also have Brian back in the group too.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, definitely.
He's riding first call from McPeak, isn't he?
He was. I don't know if he still is riding as much for McPeak as he was. But yeah, no, he was, and that I didn't like. I don't like when they're tied up with just a one. You have to ride for one trainer, and you always get left out. That's tough. Mm-hmm. Then we talked at Bourbon Heist. See, Bourbon Heist, I haven't looked for him yet. We'll find a race for him at Keeneland.
What's your feeling on why he's successful at Turfway? Is it the surface? Is he more likely to be grass now? What's your thought on his resurgence?
I think Jamie and I were talking about that last night. Grass. Well, I think it was us, Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My Yoni's always told me, he said, when are you going to try that old horse on grass? I said, when the time is right, and he's always been telling me try him on grass. And I was thinking, short 5/8, but King's 5.5 furlong. So, that's an option, 5.5 or a mile at King. I've got to figure out. But I am very intrigued to try him on the grass.
Feels like at 5.5, they might just rocket away from him.
Yeah, yes, but he does have some. He does have a little bit of speed. He could lay if he on the grass. He can't close from 10 lengths back. You can't win from there on the grass going 5.5. You have to be within 4 or 5, I think, on going 5.5. And yeah, no, I was just looking while I was talking to you to see if I could see what races we had. The 12th is 9 furlongs. That's too far for him. And there's one 3 and up on the 21st. That's a short one. Then 19th, then later in the month, 19th, I think it'd be a mile and a half. I'm talking to myself too while I'm looking at the 19th is on 12 furlongs, and then the 20th. If you wanted to try grass, you're really looking at either the 21st is a 5.5, or the 26th is going to be a mile. Yeah, a mile. Yeah. So those are the grass choices at Keeneland. They're later in the month.
What was the second date?
21st was the 5.5.
Yep.
Or the 26th was the mile.
26. Okay.
Yeah.
I probably like a mile better.
Yeah. And then if you went dirt, well, the dirt one you're looking at, I wanted, he's the same condition as Bourbon Creed, and that's a 7 furlong race. I really like to, I'll keep them separated. You hate to get one beat by each other. Mm-hmm.
Well, one of them's going to run second anyway. We know who that is. He might as well be second to Creed.
He's an automatic check, he's an automatic money spin, brings in a check. I just need to run him every week, bring in a check. Mm-hmm.
You should run him every week. He's nice and sound.
Yeah.
Good, right?
Yeah, that's all. I think all the older horses. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How's how I have not been up. Jamie went up recently. The 2-year-old's doing good. You're happy with him?
I'm very happy at this point. Mike and I head down Monday.
Okay.
And, we'll get several days out there to watch him train. But at this point, Mark is very happy with all of them, and had to back up on the Macho Uno colt a little bit, but nothing bad. He's back training now. But the fillies are all doing good, and
he really likes that Natoli.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the one? That's the one Joe Claves is in?
Yep, that and the taproot.
Okay, yeah, okay.
We
Yeah.
actually have names for these horses too now, right?
Yes, I think Bourbon Thief is the taproot.
That's right.
And then Joe came up with the name for the Matoli, which was, hang on a sec, I got it right here.
It's not been submitted yet, so probably Monday.
Yeah, we had to let Joe name one of these horses with a non-bourbon name, which we were okay with.
It's called Racontusi, Raconteuse. It's the feminine of one who tells witty anecdotes well, named after a friend of theirs who passed away due to ALS. So it's kind of a personal name for them, which
Oh, wow. Mm,
hopefully brings good things.
yeah, that's a bad disease, that. Mhm. Yeah.
And then I can't remember the Macho Uno colt. What did we come up with? for
Uno
him?
Mas.
Uno
Uno
Mas
Mas
Bourbon.
bourbon, right?
That's right. Uno Mas Bourbon.
Did
You
anyone
say that quite.
talk to Brad about that? Did he respond?
Probably not.
I know that he was texted about that a while ago, Ian. So if he's asking, we did tentatively name that. I'm not sure he's weighed in or not.
Okay. Hmm.
Uno
Uno
Mas
Mas.
bourbon.
You say that a lot, Jamie, don't you?
What? Dos Mas is actually what I say. All right, Ian, you probably need to get to the races.
Yeah, soon. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, it's an early one today. I've got to be there at 2. Yeah, I've got to get going pretty soon. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
You're not going to
And-
stop in at the Tiki.
We were there the other day, and I was going to take a picture and send it to you.
I've got so many pictures of that place in my phone, I would have recognized it immediately.
Yeah.
Who is
Like Jamie Hill and Ian Wilkes.
Burke's voice?
Any more questions?
Thank you for your time, Ian. We appreciate
Yeah, I
it.
hope everybody enjoyed this.
Information, look forward to Keeneland.
Thank you, Ian. Good luck today.
See ya.
Thank
Good
Thank
luck
you,
today.
Ian.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you, everybody, for
Good luck.
checking in, coming on the
This is a
Zoom.
big win, will you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, need one.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Everybody staying on?
Thanks, gang.
Yep, I'm getting off.
All right. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Good luck today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'll end it now.
Sign in too late.